Good afternoon, children. How are you all? I hope all are healthy and safe at home. Dear students, today I am going to take class 6th English subject. First session. Okay. First lesson. Taro's reward. See here, children. This is the first lesson in 6th standard English subject. Okay. This is a Japanese folk tale about a young lad Taro. Folk tale means a very old traditional story from a particular place that was originally passed on to a people in a spoken form. This story about a Taro, a boy from Japan. He is a poor woodcutter. He loves his old parents, but because of his poverty, he is unable to fulfill their wishes. In this lesson, we come across Taro's works harder to fulfill his father's heart's desire and is granted a miraculous boon in return. I'll start with the lesson. One evening, when Taro and his parents were sitting in a corner of their hut that was on a hillside, a strong wind whistled through the cracks of the hut and everyone felt very cold. One evening, when Taro's parents were sitting in a corner of their hut, on a hillside, a strong whistle, strong high-speed wind guns and cracks of the hut. Everyone felt very cold. His father said, "I wish I had a cup of shake. It would warm me and do my old heart good." Taro's father said this. This made Taro sadder than ever, for the heartwarming drink called shake was very expensive. Next morning, Taro jumped out of bed earlier than usual and made his way to the forest. Taro was a poor woodcutter. He not able to fulfill his father's wish. He asked for a shake that is expensive. He chopped and cut. His mouth was very dry and his face was wet with sweat. "My poor old father, if only he was as warm as I. While he cutting that wood, he thinking of that I am getting so much of sweat." This was for the father also, so that if he is warm. Suddenly, Taro stopped chopping. He heard the sound of rushing water. He ran in the direction of the sound. Where the Taro cutting the wood in a forest, he felt, means he heard one sound, rushing water. He ran in the direction of the sound. Could it be? Could it possible rushing water? Here, by seeing that water, he thought of that. Taro saw a beautiful waterfall. He saw a beautiful waterfall there, hidden behind a rock. Kneeling, he cupped a little in his hands and put it to his lips. By seeing that water, he feels very dry in the forest and he was very wet with sweat. Okay. As soon as he saw that water, he water. As soon as he drink that water, he feels it is as good as sake. It is not a real water. It is looking like a sake. Haro quickly filled the pitcher he had with him and hurried home. The old man was delighted with the sake. Haro feels happy to give that sake to his father. He come soon to his home and give that water to his father. After only one sip of the liquid, he stopped shivering. His father was old and because of that wind, he feels shivering. As soon as he drinks that water, he stopped shivering. That afternoon, Tharo's father politely offered his neighbors a cup of the sake. The lady drank it greedily. As soon as he was very happy by seeing that water, he also gives that to the neighbors. You see, this sake is from the waterfall that my son found in the forest. His father, Tharo's father, he explained to his neighbors that this is the sake. It is from a waterfall. My son found that waterfall and bring this for me. The neighbor left in a hurry. By nightfall, she had spread the story throughout the village. As soon as that old lady heard that it is a sake, not a water, he spread the news to his neighbors and in the village, whole village. We must see the magic waterfall. She gathered all the villagers at one place and she said, we must see the magic waterfall. That evening, there was a long procession of visitors to the woodcutter's house. After hearing the news, all the villagers are come in a rush. They come to woodcutter's house to receive the sake. Each person heard the story of the waterfall and took a sip of the sake. Next morning, Tharo started for work even earlier than the morning before. Next morning, he get up early in the morning and he went to forest. When he reached, he found to his great surprise all his neighbors there. He found that all his neighbors are nearby the waterfall. Then one villager knelt and held his mouth under the waterfall to drink. Water, nothing but water. He said that it is simply a water, nothing is there. Like a sake, he repeated. He have been tricked. We have been tricked. Measuring their anger and disappointment, the villagers left the place. All the villagers who are nearby that waterfall, they find it as simply a water, not a sake. Then they are disappointed and went back to their village. Once more, Tharo got a little liquid in his hand and put it to his lips. After all villagers went to their village back, again Tharo come to nearby that waterfall and he take a liquid in his hand and put it to his lips. It is not a water, it is sake. Again he repeats that it is not a water, it is a sake. To the thoughtful son, the magic waterfall gave the delicious sake. To everyone else, it gave only cold water. For all the other villagers, it is something like simply water, cold water. For that This is to encourage all children to honor and obey their parents. Children, this is the complete of the lesson. The message from this lesson is love your parents and care for them. Once again I repeat, children, love your parents and care for them. Now children, we'll see the grammar part. First, sentences. Next, kinds of sentences. See here children, first we will see the sentence. What do you mean by sentence? A group of words that is arranged correctly and convey some meaningful information. See children, a group of words that is arranged correctly and convey some information is called a sentence. A group of words. Example, birds eat worms. See here children, in this sentence, birds eat worms. Birds is a word, eat is a word and worms is a word. It is a group of words. It conveys one meaningful information. We call it a sentence. Group of words that is arranged correctly and conveys some meaningful information. We call it as a sentence. Understood children? Next. Kinds of sentences. There are mainly 4 kinds of sentences. First one, assertive, Second one, interrogative. Third one, imperative. And the fourth one is exclamatory. See here children, there are mainly four kinds of sentences: assertive, interrogative, imperative, exclamatory sentences. We will see one by one. Birds eat worms. Birds eat worms. In this sentence, it is a group of words and it always ends with a full stop. We call it as an assertive sentence. Next one, interrogative question. That is asking a question. Is an interrogative sentence. What is your name? What is your name? See here children, in this sentence, it is a collection of words and will interrogate, will ask some question to other person, and this sentence, it always ends with a question mark. It always ends with a question mark. What is your name? We are asking a question to a other person. It is interrogative sentence. Next one is imperative. Imperative sentences are used to express a command, a request, an advice, a suggestion, or an order. All these things are come in imperative sentences. Example: never tell a lie. See here, never tell a lie. In this sentence, it always ends with a full stop. We are advising, we are suggesting that never tell a lie. Next one, exclamatory. Exclamatory sentence express feelings and emotions like joy and sorrow. These sentences always end with an exclamation mark. What a wonderful party it was. See here children, what a wonderful party it was. It is an exclamatory sentence. In this lesson, we come across some paragraph writing. Paragraph writing. A paragraph is a short composition written on a given topic. A paragraph should consist of a suitable title. If someone asks you to write about some topic, means about a poet, or about nature, or about the environment, and so many topics are there. No, you have to write a paragraph. Means first a suitable title. For writing a paragraph, first you have to have a suitable title. Next, sentences related to the topic and relevant to it. See here children, you have a suitable title. Next, sentences related to the topic and relevant to it. Next, sequential details according to the topic. While writing a paragraph, you need to have a particular suitable title and sentences related to the topic, and next one, that must be sequential details according to the topic. You can't write wherever you want that sentences. Okay children? Next, appropriate closing of sentence. Next one, sentences and words within the given range of word limit. they used to mention like that. No, first you had to write. It must complete within that word limit only. Okay, sentences and words within the given range of word limit. Okay, children. Today in this first session we learned about the lesson Thoreau's reward. Next, in a grammar part, we learned about the sentences, kinds of sentences, and how to write a paragraph. What are all we need to write in a paragraph. These 5 things we need to see in a paragraph before start writing this paragraph. Okay, children, this is the completion of the session.